So it looks like today we're actually going to be visiting Letta more. Letta is actually a friend of mine, someone I know from Baltimore. Letta is one of the city's greatest entrepreneurs. She actually owns her own candle making company called KSM Candle Company.
When we bought our house, we also inherited a little shed, and I thought this would be a perfect opportunity for us to kind of collaborate together. Our goal is to kind of have like a really nice, just like plant sanctuary slash lounge slash studio space.
Way to go there, Letta. You know I love a good plant oasis, and I hope I get to help you build that.
You're gonna be the one taking care of them.
This is true. This is true.
Letta, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, looking forward to it. What's up? How about you guys?
Good.
It's good to see some friends on this. So we're gonna try to find a way to maybe not utilize, of course, all of the space. Because if you give me a space and you want me to fill it with plants, given that you're also gonna use it as your workspace, can you tell me the square footage of the space?
About 300 to 400 square feet. So between 300 and
400. Got it. And what is the ceiling height? What do you have there?
It's gonna be maybe like, is that 10 feet?
10, maybe 10 feet.
Are you looking to purchase particular types of plants?
Because the space is away from our home and we don't, live here overnight, the space isn't like temperature controlled. So we prefer to have plants that can kind of live in the environments that Maryland or Baltimore has.
So right now you're talking about hot. You're talking about real hot. So you're saying that during the day, that space isn't air conditioned.
That's correct.
Right. When we're not in the space, it's not air conditioned.
Now, a lot of the plants that you would probably bring in will need to be in a space that is below, let's say anywhere between, I would say, 82 to about 60 degrees. So you're going to want to try to find a way to keep that place as cool as you can, even when you're not there. Let's say you decided you wanted to keep it warm in there, but you didn't want all that humidity to come through. You could buy a bunch of cacti, bring those in, cacti, succulents, snake plants, ZZ plants, but then you would have to bring in a dehumidifier to control the humidity in there because those plants like a drier climate. And you're gonna probably want some ventilation in there. Those plants are also gonna need that to thrive in any space as well. So we gotta make sure that the house itself is just climate controlled for any living plants in can keep whatever living things you're going to bring in there alive. Before I even get there, is there a particular person here who's going to be the one tending to the plants?
It's looking like it's going to be me.
So I should be talking to you. Gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
So that's good. Given the fact that that's going to be in your control, what is your daily life like? Are you someone who's going to be at least around once, twice a week to tend to the plants? What is your schedule looking like?
Yeah, I primarily work from home. So, tending to the plants and maintaining won't be an issue at all.
When it comes to plant care, what level would you consider yourself?
Yeah, I'm a novice. So
you're a novice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, how do you see this all playing out as far as the actual design of the space? Show me around a bit so that I can have a better sense of how to guide you in this.
So this is our AC unit. So we'll just have to figure that portion out when it comes to temperature control. So the desk space would be over here in this corner. So not necessarily flush against the wall, but some space. So that way, like you mentioned, we can have some growth and some plants around it. And then this area would be kind of like the lounge area and not against the wall, but kind of like in the middle of the space.
In that space, you're going to need what I typically call your statement plant, right? Okay. So I want you to maybe pick up a bird of paradise. This is a beautiful tropical plant. They grow really large. Let's just start fairly small and get, I would say, at least 10 to 15 plants. And maybe what our goal is here is to set up area, almost like a nook around your desk and around that lounge, and set that corner up first. And then let's get those plants going, seeing the process, making sure that they are being well cared for. And then I'll say, okay, you guys have a handle on this one. Now let's bring in these sort of plants that can now help truly transform this space and make it more lush. If you can find yourself a money tree, that would be great. Snake plant, like I said, any sort of ZZ plants. You'll be great for any sort of dumb canes or Chinese evergreens. Those are beautiful plants, all different types of foliage. The dumb cane is a plant that grows fairly large, really big foliage. A lot of people have them in their homes. You have to know what type of look you're going for and buy planters that kind of fit that look as well.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, it was great seeing you both. I do look forward to coming and helping you through this process, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk soon.
All right. See you soon.
Take care.
Hilton comes by. He's going to help us with our plant design and get the studio space into this big, nice plant oasis for us. We're one day out.
One day.
And yeah, so tomorrow's the big day. I'm walking on these pavers that were installed by this guy. I'm not exactly sure what the plants are. I'm hoping that Hilton can help us with that. I did not take notes, sorry. Okay.
What's happening, guys?
How's it
Curtis,
going?
Hilton, good to see you in person. Come on in here.
Hey.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Look at this.
Welcome.
Look at this.
Awesome.
So let's start with styling these plants. Right now, let's utilize what we have and let's think about where you're gonna get the most, I would say, satisfaction from your plants. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the golden pothos in this area. Now, I'm gonna have my friend Curtis, I'm gonna have you help me out here with the styling. Let's put that golden pothos right up there. Top right, you're right, yep. In the future, as these vines start to grow out, you might like it going down the vine, or you might start to train it to actually go along the sides of your wall. Was this built today?
Yeah.
Right now, we might want to bring over some smaller plants. I see that we have these smaller money trees. I think that's enough for this corner. The first thing you see, we want to make this entrance like what is happening is filled with greenery, right? Let's put some plants that can grow over time, larger. Oh, so you wanted to get the heaviest pots you possibly could?
Sorry.
Is that what happened? I'm not Curtis. Curtis should be lifting these. Jeez.
I potted them outside.
What is happening?
Yeah. And then I get the text, I need help.
It's all good. I'm still seeing this greenery back there. This plant here is low light tolerant, also very low maintenance. This guy here in this corner, I would make my own little like plant corner over here versus having them on two different sides. Maybe I do end up giving this some height, and then we're gonna go with this guy here, again, because he doesn't need a ton of light to live. This bird of paradise is gonna love all of that morning direct sun. You guys did a great job. You did your homework. I am really excited to see what you do as far as how many plants you end up having. Right now, you're set. I love it. I'm glad we got this opportunity. I'm gonna leave you guys to it.
They are exactly what we were looking for, so this looks great.
Best of wishes, and again, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this.